Hello friends, welcome to Learning. My name is Dr. Ben. Today, we are going to learn some awesome stuff. Learning is for everyone. Let's make it fun and let's enjoy. Welcome to Lesson 4, Managing Tables and Range Data. Thank you for tuning into the Intermediate Excel series. If you have not done so already, go ahead and subscribe below and select notifications to notify you of the latest lessons and modules. Let's take a look at the scenario for this lesson. In this lesson, we're going to be dealing with Module 1, Understanding Tables and Data Ranges. The Delicious Donut Shop bakes donuts and distributes them to its many locations. The distribution data is captured in Excel workbooks. However, the Excel workbooks are not set up for filtering and sorting of the distribution routes, pricing, and more. You have been tasked to handle the messy data. Your first task will be to create tables that capture the necessary information. Tables in Excel allow you to quickly sort, filter, and find specific information. This lesson will help you nail the task at hand. Here's what to expect from this lesson. Whether your data range is small or large, analyzing data can be a manual and time-consuming process. Knowing how to turn data and a data range into a table makes the analysis process much more efficient. It provides you with options to sort, filter, and perform calculations faster. Let's take a look at the objectives for this module. At the end of this module, you will be able to format data as a table and change the table style. Convert a table to a range. What we're going to do now is turn a data range into a table. Now, what is a data range? The data range we have here is our information right here. This is our data range. You have been given an Excel worksheet, as you see here, sprinkled with donut types and cost data. You want to use the data to find answers to certain questions you have as a new employee. Trying to answer these questions by organizing the data can be time-consuming and a tedious manual process. Converting the data into a table offers structure to help you quickly manage and analyze the data. Microsoft provides us with several strategies to insert a table into our worksheet. What do we mean by table? A table is defined as, according to Microsoft, a group of cells that have been formatted in a column or row tabular format. What we're going to do now is create a table without a style. We're going to select a cell within our worksheet data range. I'm going to select this cell here, A3. From here, we're going to go up and select the Insert tab and move down to our Tables group right here. In this table group, we're going to select Table. Notice now that the marching ants, what I like to call, is appearing here. It displays right here. Also displayed is a Create Table dialog box. In this dialog box, the Where is the data for your table question is right here. It asks us, where is the data for this table? This is our range in this field right here. If changes are to be made or is needed, go ahead and select those ranges in that field there, or you can change inside the marching ants. We're going to indicate if the table has headers or not by keeping this box here checked. We're going to select OK, and look what happens. We now have in front of us a table. Another way of applying a table to a data range is to use the keyboard shortcut Control plus T. Control plus T. Let's go ahead and undo this now, and I'm going to show you how to go through and create a table with a style applied at the same time. We're going to go ahead and select that data range again, or the data range by clicking a cell, A3. We're going to go to our Home tab right here, and this time we're going to go over to the Styles group. In that Styles group, we're going to select Format as a Table. Notice that our Styles gallery appears with 3 categories of styles to choose from. We have the light, the medium, and the dark. Select a style that's appropriate for our worksheet. We're going to select the medium here. I'm going to go ahead and select this right here. Orange table style, medium 3. We're going to click that, and once again, our Create Table dialog appears. Our marching ants appears. We can change the range in our Where is the data for your table field. Keep our headers checkbox checked, and then we're going to select OK. Notice that we now have our selected style. One thing of note here, when a cell in a table is selected, like this here, watch closely. By design, the table tools design contextual ribbon display. This right here. Let's do that again. I'm outside my table here. If I click into any cell, the table design ribbon appears. This application indicates that a table has been selected, and it presents all the table commands in one ribbon, as you see here. This makes it so convenient for you to customize your table styles, table options, and other formatting styles. Now, what's the point in all of this? We said that a table can answer questions for us that we have about our data. Let's take a look at this. I have here a Delicious Donut Shop table now. I want to find out how many baked donuts or donut types were baked on a certain date. I'm going to go here to my table. Looking at my down arrow for the bake date, I want to find out how many donuts were baked on that certain date. Click the down arrow. Notice what happens. I have my filters here. Select oldest to newest, newest to oldest, and so on. In my range here, I can select all. I want to find out the dates on what date here. I'm going to deselect all. The May is showing still, and the certain days are there. May 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. I want to find out the baked date for the 25th. Right there. What type of donuts were created or baked that day? And click OK. There we go. Here's our answer. We baked the cake donut type, cronut, glaze, and Long Johns, all baked on the 25th of May. It also gives us our unit cost and our selling cost. I'm going to go back now to that filter. Bake date equals May 25th. Clicking it again returns back to that filter. I'm going to deselect that. There we go. I'm going to find out for the 22nd how many baked cake type or donut types I baked that day. Clicking OK. I just made fritters on that day, on the 22nd. My unit cost is there and my selling cost. I can not only look at just the bake date here, I can also go back. Let me put that back. Looking at this entire table, I want to find out the selling price of donuts that cost $1. Again, clicking my down arrow, selling price. I'm going to deselect. I want to find out the dollar cost only. Those donuts types that cost $1 are selling at $1 are the cake, cinnamon, and fritters and glazed. Going back again, checking my filter. I want to find out those donuts that are selling for $1.50. There we are. Here's our answer. Cream filled. It was baked on this date. My cost is $1.50. So you see here, I can use these filters to find out any amount of data I need. information about the data. I can find out the donor types that I have here, the unit cost, and so on. So your filters allow you to go through and answer those questions you may have about your data. And you're going to learn more about this as you move through this course. Now, converting a table back to a range. Sometimes a table is no longer needed to represent groups of data, as you see here, in a meaningful way. While working on a group project, you might have inherited an Excel table that your team member has created. You like the style formatting that was applied to the table, but just need a range that can still be sorted and filtered. You can convert a table back to a range of data while retaining the table style without the table functionality. In order to do that, we select any cell in our table. Let's go ahead and select that A3 again. Notice what happens. Our Table Tools design ribbon appears right here. We're going to go to that ribbon and then select Tools Group. The Tools group is here. In this tool group, we're going to select Convert to a Range, this function here. Convert this table into a normal range of cells. All the data is preserved. Clicking that, you get a message here. Do you want to convert the table to a normal range? Yes or no? Clicking yes. And notice what happens. We're now back at our range. The functionality for that table is now gone, but our style is still applied. The row headers, the sort filter arrows, they're gone. Let's take a look at another example here in our Excel worksheets. Call center sentiment analysis data. The sheet before you was pretty minimal. This sheet here has tons of data that we can take a look at to analyze. This is where the importance of the tables come into play. Let's go ahead and create a table. I'm going to select a cell, going up to Insert, Table. My rows and my columns are selected by the marching ants you see here. Keeping my headers checked, clicking OK. My table has been created. Now, to answer certain questions I may have, and all of this data, it's kind of busy here to see what's going on, as you can see here. I'm going to find out call stamps for a certain period of time and the customer's name that applies or is associated with that call stamp. I'm clicking my filter, unchecking, deleting here January, deselecting. I want to find out from January 16th my data for a call stamp and click OK. Notice all that data you saw earlier has disappeared and it gives me just the information I wanted. We had 75 rows there of data, which is kind of difficult to go through and sift manually. Now you can look at this with a filter. We have a call stamp for the 16th on 2 customers. Let's go ahead and uncheck that filter. Click OK. And now I want to go back and find out my reasons. How many folks do I have here with the reason billing question of some sort? Going through again, deselecting all, selecting only the billing questions. Who has that type of question? It shows that I have here. All these folks here have billing questions. See how simple that is to minimize one huge worksheet just to get the data you want? Payments. It only shows those with the reason to call in for their payments. So a table can help you very, very, very much to help you answer questions about the data in your worksheet, in your data set. So I highly recommend that for the data you create a table for it to help you answer those questions. In our next module, we're going to discuss configuring table format options. It's time once again for a knowledge check. Attempt to answer the questions presented. You may pause the video after each question to review. Return to the lesson when you are ready. The answers to each question will be displayed a few seconds after the reading of the question and possible answers. Let's go ahead and begin. In Excel, when creating a table without a style applied, the Create Table dialog box asks which question below. A. Where is my data? B. Where is the data for your table? C. Where are the cells to apply? D. Where are the table headers? The answer is B. Where is the data for your table? In Excel, how do you open the Table Tools Table Design tab in the ribbon? A. Select any cell in the table. B. Select Cell Styles group. C. Select Editing group from the Home tab. D. Select the Font group. The answer is A. Select any cell in the table. What did we learn from this Module 1? We learned how to format data as a table and change the table style. We also learned how to convert a table back to a range. We also learned how to take that data and answer questions from the table. This concludes Lesson 4, Module 1. Stay tuned for the next module. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Goodbye.